What's it like trying to defend Kyler in practice? What's that like?
Oh man, it's just very hard. One play he'll roll out and throw the ball. One play he'll roll out and run the ball, and one play he'll roll out and throw a ball another opposite direction. So it's definitely hard. He has great athleticism. His ball accuracy is pinpoint. He's doing awesome this camp.
Well, I mean, and having DeAndre Hopkins to throw to, now A.J. Green. What's A.J. Green looking like? That's an under the radar. Not many people talking about all that right now. Budda Baker.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually cool with not a lot of people talking about it right now, just because when the season starts, I mean, he looks like A.J. Green that you've once seen before. So he looks great, very athletic, very fast, can get in and out of his cuts, can be any type of ball catcher that you need, can take intermediate routes, can also go deep, can stop on a dime. I'm excited to see him play with this offense.
Are you saying, Budda Baker, and this is not me twisting, I don't do this for purposefully. I don't mean to twist your words, so you can refute it if you'd like. Are you saying people are sleeping on the Arizona Cardinals? Is that what you just were
for me, hey, I'm not really a much of a guy that, to have hype around the team. I'm not really, I let that go in one ear and out the other. So at the end of the day, everyone's 0-0 right now, and we'll see what happens. We're just going to take it day by day, week by week, and, everything will take care of itself.
Okay, toughest quarterback in the NFL for you to defend, decipher, figure out. You know that it's going to be quite a week going into the game is who? Who would you?
Oh, I mean, I don't even have to think about that. For me, it's Russell Wilson, going against him twice a year. It's just a guy who, they're offensive players. They run their route, and you might, lock onto their route, and then once Russell gets out the pocket, it's kind of like flyers up. Those receivers start running everywhere, left and right and up and down, back down, and Russell just throws pinpoint accuracy ball every time to whatever receiver he's going to. So that's definitely hard. And also his running ability. He doesn't have a lot of turnovers. He takes care of the ball, and I would definitely say Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you guys have quite a battle whenever you face one another. There's no question about all that. No doubt about it. So you didn't have to take 2 seconds to think about that one. You just basically said Russ is cooking. So what sensibility does that give a defender? Frustration when he's out the gate again, that sort of thing where you got to turn around, you got to deal with obviously someone like Metcalf. We know about him and Lockett, that he's now out the gate. That's what's the word that you would use to describe your day? Like that.
I always talk about how Russell's a Houdini. One play he throws a deep ball, pinpoint accuracy to DK Metcalf, and the next play, they all run deep, and next thing you know, he's taking it and running with it for a good 15, 20 yards. And as a DB, especially a safety who's, in the very back trying to make sure Russell can't throw deep balls, and then next thing you know, he's cutting it up and taking off for a good 15, 20 yards and having to break and try and chase Russell Wilson after covering the receivers for 5 seconds. It's definitely challenging. So I would say Russell is a Houdini.
Budda Baker here on the Rich Eisen Show. What'd you think of your spot on the 100 list from the NFL Network, 19th overall? What'd you think of that?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was cool. Like I said, I don't really let a lot of that stuff get into my mind. It's definitely a blessing that, have guys think of me this type of way. And for me, I hold myself to a high standard, and I focus on getting better each and every day. It's a me versus me mentality, and after the season hits, all the accolades will come, and it's definitely a true blessing. But for me, I'd like to think of myself as a top 5 player in this league.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's definitely a blessing to be at 19, and it's a good starting point from last year. So this is a whole new year and a whole new squad, and I'm just excited for this season.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't see anybody who plays your position above you, right? I don't see anybody there, do I? Did I miss somebody on that front?
Yeah, I think I was number 1 in my position,
yeah.
Which is definitely a blessing. It's definitely cool, and it's definitely to have definitely cool to see and watch on TV and all that type of stuff. But for me, it's like it's next year mentality, and I'm excited for this year and trying to get this team better than what we were last year.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.